Hi, welcome to yet another Graced Talk. And today I'm excited because once again we are talking about John chapter 8, the woman who was caught in adultery and brought before Jesus. What excites me is that they brought her to Jesus. When they bring you to Jesus, be excited, be happy, no matter the circumstance. Whether you feel shamed, whether you are humiliated, whether you're finding yourself in a place where you should not have been, being in the presence of Jesus is the best thing ever. Why is it the best thing ever? Because first, Jesus dealt with her enemies. The people that caught her and shamed her and brought her to Jesus, Jesus dealt with them. They all left because Jesus asked them, he who is without sin, let him throw the first stone. And all the sinners left. Imagine that. All the hypocrites left. And it was just this woman and Jesus. If you go to God, he will dismiss your enemies. Don't delay. If they are dragging you, go with them. If you had not started the journey, start it. Number 2, your place of shame is your place of transformation. You see, she was shamed. She was humiliated. How was she gonna live? But this was the moment that her real life was starting. She was going to move from there with the power to overcome sin, because Jesus said to her, go and sin no more. And she was able to move from there. I want to take us back to the story of Joseph. Joseph was proud. He was arrogant. He was loved by his brothers. Let me tell you something. The brothers were punishing him when they threw him into the pit. But they had started his new life. They gave him a new identity. By getting rid of him that way, he was transported to his place of destiny. So don't worry yourself. When they hold you against your will and want to hurt you just the way they wanted to hurt this woman who was caught in adultery, they wanted to kill her. The same way they wanted to kill Joseph is the same way they wanted to kill this woman. The Lord demanded that this woman die. And if she had not gone to Christ, she was definitely going to die. But because they brought her to Christ, she was safe. Joseph was also supposed to die. Thankfully, God was with him. So he did not die. He got sold. He got into a transport to his destiny. First, Potiphar's wife, training. You know what? And he overcame that. And then because he passed the test, he passed on to the next stage of life. He went to prison. Even in prison, he did well. And then he became vice president. You know what? Sometimes being sold out, sometimes being betrayed is a good thing, especially if you're betrayed into the hand of the Lord. Allow yourself to meet Christ. Number 2, when you meet Christ, something changes. Do you remember that man called Zacchaeus? When he met Jesus, he was short of manners, short of stature, short in the things that he did. He was stealing from people, he was cheating, he was lying. People hated him because he was that short in behavior, short in stature, short in everything. Are you short somewhere? Are you short in stature? Are you short in behavior? Are you short so much that when people meet you, they don't want to associate with you, just like Zacchaeus? Don't worry, when he met Jesus, he became a transformed man. He started giving alms. He invited people to a party. He was an evangelist. He became a happy man. You will become a happy man when you meet Christ. Allow yourself to go to Jesus. It is my challenge to you today. Find Jesus. Because when you find Jesus, your life will never be the same again. What else do we read from this story? When you meet Jesus, it's the best meeting ever. Especially if you meet him in sin, because his purpose is your salvation. His purpose is your transformation. His purpose is your escalation. I mean, not escalation, but his purpose is to make sure you are in the best position ever. Remember the thief on the cross. It is a good thing that they decided to crucify him on that day. I'm sure his family were crying. I'm sure he was unhappy himself to die. But then he met Jesus. And from that point, he was promised heaven. He was promised that he will be with Christ. What more would you want? Let them drag you to Christ. Let them blackmail you into it. Have they said, hey, she only comes for the benefit, hey, she's looking for friendships here, hey, she's looking for sponsorships? It's okay. Go to church for whatever reason. Look for those sponsorships. Look for those friendships. Because when you meet Christ, you will not only get what you're seeking, but you'll get more than that. This woman gained forgiveness. She gained power. She lost her enemies. Another man, the paralyzed guy, when he went to Christ, not only was he able to walk, but Jesus also said, go and sin no more. He got the power. Find Jesus. Find Jesus today, because it's an exciting thing. That's our grace talk for today. May the Lord grant you a place of transformation. May you see the pain, past the pain. May you see past the frustration. Like Joseph, may you keep your eyes on the goal. And may God grant you that which you desire. Amen.